Boys and girls, good morning. You're not going to believe what happened to me. For the last 2 or 3 days, I've been suffering with this migraine, and today I've just been crying because the migraine is so bad. And I had someone yesterday looking with me for my pain medicine, and I said, I know where my dad going to pain medicine is. It's not filthy. It may not be tidy in here, but it's sure still not filthy. So I'm in the room looking, and guess what happened to me? I kept saying the bottle is green, and I'm looking for a green bottle, and I'm like, but then something said to me a few minutes ago when I started the laundry and I'm making my tea. I said, you know what? I know I'm not going crazy because there's really no one in my room. And then turn around, I find my bottle, and the label is green. Oh boy, what? Found a pain I had to suffer. And I found the Tylenol, 800 milligrams too. But this pain is so bad. And the only thing is, I haven't been able to eat. And when it's that bad, but I do have some butter sitting here on the stove and an orange. And I'm making some tea. I boiled a cup of water and put some in my tea bags in there. So I said, oh wow, but I just want something to eat. I just wanted something to eat. I was so discouraged because I couldn't go to church this morning like I wanted to go, but um I hate that word. Oh, please, please, please help me not to say that word too many times today. Does anyone know what the weather is in New York today? 32 degrees. Does anyone know what it was yesterday? About 55 degrees. I tell everybody, March, boom, don't you sleep March. March will give you anything weather. What? Yes, indeedy. Mm-hmm. March, ooh, this chair. March will give you anything weather. So, I am thankful, that I get to mellow out this pain. But I wanted to say thank you so much to my subscribers. I have sat here yesterday, and it was a really hard day because I was online and someone 2 days ago was at their lowest because he couldn't feed his family, and he said all he's getting is like a lousy couple of $100 from YouTube that can't pay my bills, and stuff like that. He said, but the last maybe 3 lines was definitely he was there. He was there. So I said to him, I said, you need to change how you speak about that lousy little bit of hundreds that you're getting from YouTube. I said, because there are lots of people not getting zero, not getting anything from YouTube, and they're still grateful for what they have. So someone messaged yesterday asking what did he mean about streaming, and I answered that it was YouTube. But would you believe the person hasn't been back on the site? And although I could have took their username and searched them, I said I don't want to borrow nobody's problems, but I'm hoping today to find that he did make it through the storm, because the storm is definitely a big one out there. I did tell him, I said, if you don't see all darkness and you didn't see, basically coffin and all that other stuff, maybe you're not there yet. Maybe you just need to fix how you're speaking about your little bit of hundreds, or however you say hundreds, because I would be very, boys and girls, if I was getting even 200. Now, I saw a video the other day where this woman made a video, and she said, YouTube is not what you think it is. All she makes is like $350 from YouTube. And I'm like, $350 a month from YouTube, doing what you love, not having to clock into someone else. Oh, wow. So I was like, but you don't want to put a damper on someone else's spirits for how they feel about their money. But I started following this woman recently, and she was, I think, homeless, and she just got into an apartment. The landlord is being, understanding with her, which is beautiful, because you need a roof over your head and a place to shower and some substance in your belly before you can find yourself where you need to be to even try to get your landlord's money. So she said the landlord was giving her a chance, and they made some arrangements. She didn't know where the money was coming from, and I don't know if she's getting. No, no, no. She's monetized. She's monetized because um she's live. She's live on YouTube, so she's monetized, and I am so grateful that she has the following to help her pay her way, and do whatever she has to do. So I'm grateful. Oh, there goes that word again. Ooh, Lord have mercy. My head is killing me. I sat at the computer desk, and oh my goodness, I couldn't even control the tears. The tears just rolled down. I was working on ChatGPT with a bag, and my eyes kept closing. And I'm like, oh, I just couldn't deal with it, with what I'm going through. And I'm doing everything in my power not to go outside. But I'm gonna tell you something. Yesterday, all of the food I purchased, I got with my health insurance card. So I am beyond grateful, and I'm not trying to sit down and say, yeah, I'm not going there. But this morning I woke up and I said, okay, a few of my bills did not come out of my account yet, and I know freaking well I don't have $66 to spare, and that's all I have in my account. By the grace of God, $66. But I said, there is no way I'm gonna go without ordering myself a bottle of vitamins. I need the vitamins because I'm I'm almost positive that this migraine needs magnesium. So I ordered the magnesium from Walmart. Now, the reason why I didn't jump in a car and drive to CVS is, first of all, I can barely keep my eye open, and then I keep having to lay my head down. So there was no way I was going to do that. But even if I could, I still couldn't go to CVS because CVS's vitamins are way more expensive than what I would have found somewhere else. If I had a location locally that I would have been able to afford, I would have went there, but I couldn't. Every bottle. So the magnesium I found was by Sundown, I believe, which is a reputable company, and it was maybe $10 a bottle. I also got hair, nail and skin, or collagen or something like that. I said I'm gonna get some other, and I needed vitamin C, but I didn't get the vitamin C. I said I don't want to move and shake because, first of all, my ink money is in that money, and then I'm not sure, but I believe my Paramount, which is Walmart Plus. I don't want to say Paramount like, oh, we'll put a TV thing, but Walmart Plus, and I got my shipment today, which was $17 and change, and I needed it to be under 20. And I needed it to be under 20 because, if anything, that's the only thing I could sacrifice until hustle and grind comes my way, and I can replace it. But it was under 20, and then it will be here in 2 days. So this this will be most likely gone in 2 days. I'm almost positive this is a magnesium migraine. But the good thing is, I found the pill. The pill doesn't work that much, that long when it's a magnesium migraine, and I don't know, but I said that ugly word again. You know what? A friend of mine, she suffers terribly with migraines, and I tell her all the time, you need magnesium. And she's like, I don't know. I should go to the doctor, and they put her through everything, but they have never told her she needs magnesium. Now, this is going to my computer desk, so I can smell it throughout the day. Boys and girls, you don't know how nice it is to have a little something called substance in my mouth. And I needed vitamin C, and I was gonna try to get some tablets, but I said no, I'm not gonna get no tablets. For a long time, I couldn't eat oranges because citrus causes fibromyalgia pain. I ate an orange yesterday, but I said since I didn't have, after I ate that cookie, about maybe an hour later, I ate the other half of the cookie. I had no pain. So I also ate the orange yesterday, tangerine, and I didn't have any pain, which means I can now accept citrus in my diet. So instead of ordering the vitamins, which was vitamin C, I said I'm going to get some oranges. So I have maybe about 5 oranges in the refrigerator, and then I have a bag of tangerines, and I said I'm going to eat my vitamins and see how it works. See how it works. But I'm thankful. Like I said, I I made a design this morning, but I'm not gonna bother. I probably don't bother putting it on. But this is gonna be my bag. I saw I saw a shirt with mama on it and some kids' names, and I said no, I'm into flowers. So, but I asked ChatGPT to make the background yellow. Does that look yellow to anybody? But I tell you what, I'm gonna love this on the background of that beige bag. I'm gonna love it, and I'm working with another design now. I'm gonna see if I can get ChatGPT to put glitter in the design on the paper, so I don't have to put glitter on the bag. I don't think I want glitter on the bag because it might rub off, or somebody might get glitter everywhere, and I didn't think about that. But it is what it is. Tina, you have zero. Wait. No. Tina, what is her name? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to link a video in my YouTube. She took, I believe, her son driving the other day, and when I saw that video, I saw nothing but road. I'm like, where on earth is this? First of all, you can't drive in New York unless you bumper to bumper on. So you got to be alert in New York. You right on somebody. You put the brakes. You put the brakes. You put the brakes. And I'm looking, and this child is driving straight. Well, it is what it is. I keep hearing noises, but I know I'm not alone. I think that's my cup though. Um, I kept seeing that ugly word again. I saw nothing but a road, and I'm like, so that has to be down south, and I hope she's not going to be offended by what I'm going to say. The reason why I really couldn't depict whether or not it was down south is because she has a very nice, elegant, decent accent, and that's all I'm gonna say. Nothing more, nothing less. She doesn't sound like she's from a certain place. And watching her videos and seeing how she serves dinner with the children at the table, she is a very nice. I'll say nice. I'll leave it there. But I kid you not. You already know how I am about eating and stuff like that. I would definitely want to sit at her table and eat a meal. Her food, her home, there's nothing but love there. And I'm not one of those people that sugarcoat and all that other stuff. People, but nah, I'm not that person. Hey, if anyone knew me from my other channel, you know sometimes I can get a little reckless. But when I was watching a video. I don't remember what it was. I don't know if it was Valentine's Day or Easter or whatever, but I almost broke down and cried because the children were so well behaved, and it just reminded me of how when I grew up we were not able to run, jump, and all that stuff in the home. We had to do run and jump outside. I didn't see any resemblance of them being allowed to just run amok around the home, and those children were so well behaved and so full of manners that when you take them to someone else's home, if she was ever in dire need of a babysitter, she would definitely be able to find one. I've had a lot of people say to me they can't find a babysitter, and I never was able to tell them because I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But how do you expect to find a babysitter when your children don't have home training? Some people are not allowing that in their home. I'm not gonna lie. I will tell you in a minute. You know, I don't want no kids here. The only child that I have here that you've seen is Xavier. All of that other stuff and running. I had my daughter came here a few months, maybe about a few months ago with a family friend, and this family friend now has 3 children. The child came in here and all I heard was flat across the floor. And I'm like, I came out the room. I said, we don't do that here. You don't run inside the home. And the little boy looked up at me, and then the young girl who has loved me for years looked at me, and she saw me in a different light because I wasn't having that. But even her mother doesn't have that. So she asked, could I babysit? No. I can't babysit your children. Your children don't have home training. When she videos me, and I'm not lying, so she would see the video and she knows I'm not lying, but never lie on someone's children. When you see the video, you just see and drop, oh, and I can't babysit those kids. No, absolutely not. One of the things that upset me this morning is because I don't know where my mother is, and there's a part of me that can't call the hospital to find out if she's still in the hospital because my phone hasn't rang. I called my sister, didn't get my sister. I called my mother, didn't get my mother. And I am in a state of, I no longer want to see my mother in pain. My mother has suffered a great many years. And anyone who knows how it feels to see a parent suffer with something they have no control over, and anyone who knows what real life is and what real promises to everyone when we're born is, you would understand not wanting to see your family member in pain. Now, if anything happened and my mother was no longer here, emotionally, I'm going to feel lost because I only have one mother. But emotionally, my first concern and my first thought is going to be, she's no longer in pain. And that frame of mind, I had to build on the strength of love for my mother and watching my mother suffer. So I've been sitting here all day and I'm saying to myself, I hope and pray that they find something to help my mother, or she finds something to help her. Now, there are some, my mother has very, very bad asthma. She's on steroids. The steroids are made her blow up, you know. But every symptom has some type of option, you know, to release some of these things. And I believe at 76, you know, you've lived a good life, a long life. I don't believe a person should be living into their 80s and 90s in that condition. But I would never say I want my mother to pass away. You won't hear me say that. I just don't want to see my mother suffer anymore. I know I'm not going to the hospital. I'm not going at all. I have to protect my well-being. I just came from a very dark situation. And when I tell you I saw darkness, I saw darkness. I saw nothing but darkness. All I wanted to do was take a bath with some Benadryl, and that was it. But I kid you not, I had to message Tina and let her know if I'm becoming a nuisance, you know, let me know. But she got me through it. She got me through it, and then I had no other choice. But when the darkness came so bad, I got up. I went right in the shower. I said, you know what? I am provided with a blessing to shower, and I took a shower, and I went straight to church and sat in the back of the church, and I had a wonderful day. I came home, and all I could say to myself was, if this is the only thing that holds me through, I don't care about anything I might have thought in the past. I'm holding on to what's going to hold on to me right now. So that's when I grasped onto my faith, and I'm not trying to make this weird, you know, because I know everybody has some people have certain feelings, and I'm not saying anything. But this morning I woke up, and I woke up wet. First of all, I must have been in a deep sleep, but it don't matter. I got up. You hear my washing machine, right? That's right. And I have a waterproof mattress to cover all my bed, and I have no shame in telling anybody I have an overactive bladder. I take medication, and I took the medicine, but the blessing was I went to freaking bed with a massive migraine, and I still ended up getting some damn sleep. So if you don't see the joy in that, honey, I'm sorry for you, honey. If you don't see the joy and understanding that I got a very deep sleep with a freaking migraine kicking my tail, But anyway, I woke up this morning. Of course, I was in pain, and I went to the bathroom. And the only thing I wanted at that time, I did say my prayers, and I thank God for my bed and everything. But I went in that bathroom. I said the only thing I need right now is some water on my back. So turn the water on. Boom! Hot water. So I said, well, if I can't get anything else for today besides a shower, then let's have this shower. I took my shower, but when I was in the shower, I went like that. So I immediately held on to the wall, the bar in my shower. I turned around. I had to lean on the wall. I had to wash everything and make sure the cookie was clean, and I had to get out of the shower. And see, that's the problem that makes me. That's when I'm nervous about being home alone. When I get in that daggone shower, because I have no business in that shower. Now, they already said I'm not supposed to shower alone and everything. I fainted in the shower a few times. But when I was in the shower and I started, it like that, I was like, ugh. But I can't, I'm just not that person. I'm not going to say, okay, I'm going to bust my head, so I'm not going to get in the shower. No, I'm going to hope and try not to bust my head, but I am getting in that shower. I already know I'm going to get a home health aide. It's just a matter of time. I'm going to give myself a little bit more independence. But I don't want anyone in that bathroom showering with me if we look the same in a lot of ways. That's all I'm going to tell you. And I already told them, because they already spoke to me about a home health aide. I said, if I get a home health aide, he's going to be a man. That's it. I don't want no woman bathing me. I'm just not there. I'm never going to be there. So, and I have no ill manners or anything ill will towards anybody who would. I'm not having a female bathe me. That's the bottom line. So we're going to move on from there. And I'm going to say, I can almost feel that I'm not going to like this tea. This tea has ginger and lemon, but I also have moringa tea in here as well. And look at that, 2 cups of boiled water, and my tea is already steeping. So now when this finishes, I'm going to fill it up, and I'm going to take 2 of my frozen ice cubes and drop it in there, and I'll be ready to have some tea. But for right now, the headache is doing better. I just want you to know, I only see little shapes of me, like a little here and there, the dress in the black. I cannot see my full face. I don't understand it though. My doctor says, first of all, I'm legally blind in this eye, so I can't see me in this eye at all. This eye here is where I'm seeing the little colors. I can make out that that's my blender. I can't see the design here at all, but I can see this is here. I don't know. That's my bag. But it looks like a bunch of just shadows right here. But anyway, I had to take the glasses off to release the pressure since my eyes were closing. So now I'm going to pull my glasses down to where I'll be able to see myself in the image. But this morning I wanted to go to Salvation Army to pick up a church dress to go to church in. I tried on some dresses the other day. Tina, you saw me show those dresses. Girl, I think about 5 of those dresses fit me. I'm like, oh no. Now this dress I'm wearing came from Temu. And I paid, I don't know, let me put it down, son. We don't want to show this kind of stuff. I paid, I don't know how much I paid for this dress, but this dress came long sleeve. I can't wear long sleeves, but I believe this dress is a medium or a large. 2 or 3 of those dresses that I got from Salvation Army was a medium. So there is, I kid you not, there is two dresses at that location that I wanted yesterday, which were on sale for 99 cents. I already know that I am not going to go and buy dresses when I'm still working on paying a bill. So my thing is, anything with interest, I knock it out. Boom, throw it at. So I throw it at the bill. So my loan, like I said, where I got the totes and everything, I'm already down. I paid June yesterday, so I guess that bill I'm on. My next payment is due in July, and then I paid all of March and April, and so between some of them, I'm on July and June because May and June is already paid. So the the blessing is I don't have any intentions on using any loans for the duration of however. I am going to do everything in my power to make sure that everything I have goes to those loans to make it. Because one thing I can tell you, the sooner you pay it off, the lower your interest is. I'm killing it with the interest by being already down to June. I really like it. Not only that, if I do get a hustle and grind, that is going to go right there on the loan, especially if it comes to my site. I am extremely happy because I worked so hard to finally get to see where my traffic is coming from, and I have. Yesterday, I got it. I checked it, and I had 24 organic searches, but a couple of days ago, I had 16 searches, and it was um, direct, which means everybody put in that underscore. So, yet, no, I did not make a sale through there, and that's okay. But I am so thankful that I am absolutely on somebody's radar. That's all. But like I mentioned yesterday, and I have a tendency to repeat myself, I do have bipolar disorder, and I do not want to make excuses, but I just want you to be alerted. Because you may say, oh my gosh, you were talking about this, oh my gosh. Well, I have bipolar disorder. I'm not perfect, and I don't need to be perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I am well loved as I am. But I felt a certain way because I didn't have any cards that I could put out there. And the man who knocked on the door and asked, "Do you have any more cards?" And I felt a little way because my paper is really low and I don't have funds to buy paper. But I want to show you what I did yesterday. Last night, while I had my migraine, I wasn't able to go to sleep at a time, and a stroke. It wasn't good at all. It wasn't good at all. Anyway, I'm gonna work on moving away from that right now. Just I couldn't sleep last night, so I took the same picture. I had Chat GPT make me this picture, and if you take notice, I moved it over to the left one way and over to the right on another to make myself two different cards. Now, I said I could leave it like this, just just fold it where I'm gonna fold it and leave it like this and don't line it, and, let that be the card. But I have a strange feeling, when it comes to having thin paper. I don't really like it, but these most likely are going to be left just as it is. And I absolutely figured out how to make a little white line right here, because usually it's combined. So I pulled the picture down, but guess what? I may not be able to get this even with this and this line, but I would love to. But I'm definitely going to chop off this because this line is chopped off. But I love the cards. I don't know what it is, boys and girls. Y'all have to help me. You know I love butterflies. That doesn't mean that everybody loves butterflies. And who am I really and truly making it for? Me? Just to hold it? No. So, but it is what it is. Oh, that was a really big burst, but I think I can have a piece of my heart over it right now. Oh, I am so thankful. I am so thankful. I said to myself this morning, the only way I'm going to get a little bit of help towards whatever I'm dealing with in this house, I have to do a video. And as soon as I prepared myself for the video, there goes the pills. I found the pills, but I took a 700 milligram, and I still don't have any definite relief. So I'm not sure, but I do know when you need magnesium, when your body needs magnesium, that's a migraine that you really can't fight with. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm laughing, even though you don't see me laughing, but on the inside I'm definitely laughing. I'm not sure if it was Beverly. So Beverly, if it was you, please let me know. But someone mentioned that I use my hands a lot. I'm like, oh no, I don't, and I'm like defending myself. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm looking at my hands, and they just move all over the place. But you know what? I was reading something from one of the something to do with Warren Buffett and all that. I was reading something, and then this person had did an interview and was talking about him or whatever. Not saying him directly, but I was watching a video with info with him in it, and it struck up that a person who uses their hands to speak, you can tell that they tell the truth a lot. So I was like, oh yeah, I think I do use my hands a lot. Yeah, I do use my hands. I was like, and I'm laughing and carrying on with myself, but um. There goes that ugly word again. Please, somebody bust me upside the head. Bow! Just bow! Bust me upside the head. I'm sick and tired of hearing that word. Woo! I'm sick and tired of hearing that word. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slice my butter and put me a slice of hard oat bread in my mouth. Or maybe some cheese on it. Whatever, I don't know. Probably just some butter and that. I want to take my pork and put it in the oven with some aluminum foil. I don't know where. Someone told me that their father put it in aluminum foil and then put it in the oven. So I'm thinking of doing that. And then I'm going to go in the living room little by little while I have this migraine. I'm going to pick up around my dining table because my dining table has a lot of crafting supplies on it. But the good thing is my couch, I have some bags drying, but they should be dry enough for me to lift them bad boys up. I'm not going to spread them things out. I'm not living room like that. Oh, I am so happy with my living room. And yes, April, that was, I lucked up on that. But you know what? I'm not even going to say I lucked up on that, April, because I know you know what the hustling grind is. I was really, really wanting a cornfeed table, and I really wanted something in there, but I would have to tell you a little piece, between you and I, what I really wanted it for. But I was looking for like 3 months that I've been trying to do my living room, and I knew I was getting a couch. I just didn't want to get a couch that was like at the Salvation Army or something. I didn't want to do that. Now, the day I purchased this couch, I actually was going to go to Salvation Army, but I said, no, I don't want to bring that furniture in my home. And I'm not saying that anything's wrong with the furniture. Don't ever get me, or mix me up and stuff like that. That's not what I mean. I don't want to bring furniture in here that someone might have had sex on. That's my whole thing. And you can think of me any kind of way you want to. We are still going to be friends. I'm not bringing anything in here that I believe someone could have had sex on it. And that's just that. That's my thing. I got a thing up here. Ah! I got a thing up here. This sucker right here is bad. So that's it. So I'm not bringing nothing in here. Somebody bust all over it. No. So that was it. So the day I got the couch, I didn't want to get the couch either, but I used the business loan that I had to, whatever you call it. I used that to get the couch. I said, no, they have a special, and it was $159. I said, nah, sir, this is a toy. And I said, but the only thing is, I'm going to return it. So I got the couch, but I read the reviews, and every one of the reviews were good reviews, except someone said it was ripped and torn. So I said, okay, we'll figure this out. So it came, and it came so fast. But then next thing you know, I'm in my bed, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to Salvation Army and look for a coffee table because I didn't want to leave what was there, that little makeshift table. I didn't want to leave that there. So I said I'm going to go, but then I woke up at 2-something in the middle of the night. And I'm like, I want a table, and I got so angry. And I'm like, I have samples. Why would I not get a table there if I have access to bring, especially a new one that wasn't used? Or, you don't know what people do with their stuff. So I'm not saying anything. I have no problems with something you should see me with the Salvation Army. Please don't put me in that kind of category. But I'm just saying, you got to be mindful what you bring in your home, especially people's spirits. And I had that already. I had 6 spirits in here at one time. Now, I know 3 of them, so I'm not worried about that. So But the one that was wiping my face every night, was aggravating my freaking nerves so bad. I had to go to Google to figure out why that one was here. And it was gone as soon as I figured it out, and it was right. But anyway, when the couch came in, I was so happy with it. But there was a piece in the back I couldn't get straight. And then the day I put the second sofa piece together, whatever you want to call it, bed, I turned that couch over and I pulled out a screw from one place and put it in another place, and boom, now the back is nice. But the pillow that I purchased from the Salvation Army, my neighbor came in. She said, "Oh no, you have to put that over there." So I put that over there. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I never thought I would be able to sleep in a small room and be okay with it. But I'm not sure if I'm knocking myself into the wall, but my leg has some terrible bruising on it. Some terrible bruising, but I don't know where it's coming from. So, but it's healing a little bit. But I wouldn't even I wouldn't even show nobody what my leg looked like. It looked like somebody took a chain and just pow. It was so bad, like bloodshot and everything. So, but I am thankful. So, what I was looking for at the time of getting this was a rug. I need a whole rug to put back there. But if you see the living room rug, that rug was a sample as well. And being that I don't wear shoes on that rug like that from the street, and I also shampooed in here a couple weeks ago. That rug is in great condition, but I want a rug to cover the entire back floor in there so I could have my feet on a rug at all times. I noticed that my neuropathy pain is basically non-existent. I haven't used my pain medicine for my feet, although I still make sure I have it on hand. I'm not going to fall down and say, okay, well, I don't have neuropathy anymore. Well, yeah, you do. But it's all the ashwagandha and the sea moss and the burdock root and all of that. All of that stuff is A plus. But I'm not sure if anybody knows. When I went to, no, I don't think anyone knows. I went to Planned Parenthood because I had some type of pain or whatever. They did this cut in me. I was like, you treat me like a savage. Ooh, that thing cut. Anyway, and then someone had noticed I had a knot on my throat, right here on my neck. I had a humongous knot right here. Well, I went to the doctor, did everything, and they said that it was cancer. So I was already a little low in spirit, so I said, "Oh, good," because I'm tired of living anyway. They gave me a paper to go to Valhalla Hospital and do my surgery to cut it and everything. I'm like, I'm not going. So next thing I know, I'm popping my ashwagandha and everything. So one time something was wrong with me, and I said, "Does ashwagandha cure cancer?" And it says ashwagandha is said to cure cancer, but there is no definitive proof. So I and my neighbor at the time, both of us with cancer diagnosis, both of us on ashwagandha, sea moss, burdock root, moringa, everything. And would you believe she went under the knife and they couldn't find her cancer? And she had all the symptoms, everything. But I kid you not, it is such a blessing to be neighborly with someone who understands what it is to take the herbs and stuff like that. But me having bipolar disorder, for me to be, I'm not, I'm voices and all that is not going. So I'm not going to make you think it's perfect, but the way you see me hold myself together and all of the anxiety and stuff is under, that's the ashwagandha. But what makes me not so thrilled is that I can't live without ashwagandha, which means it is definitely something I have to pay for. So it is almost $30 a bottle at CVS, and even though my insurance can pay for it, I'm not paying that much for it, especially when I found out where I could get it from and that it works. But the blessing for me is that nobody that I know of would order medication from a certain place because they think, oh no, because they put a stain, on the location where the pill is. So I'm thankful for that, because being that I'm open-minded enough to try it, that's how I found out that it really works. Just like the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree's Back and Body is way way high notch, top notch Bath and Body. And I know people that go in there and clean the whole shelf off, you know. So I definitely take Bath and Body from there. And yes, 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 as I get to better. Yes, 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 I feel the difference. So it's working now. Anyway, that Bath and Body at the Dollar Tree, I don't normally buy it there anymore because it's not a lot of pills in there, and I need a lot of pills. So, but it's basically Bayer or better. So that's that. And so I need. I think I have one. I'm not sure if I have one. I don't have one, but if I had one, I was definitely gonna take it because Back and Body, you won't know. Well, I'm gonna tell you what everyone says about Back and Body. You can't tell what it does. You just know it's doing something because your whole mood feels better. You feel lifted. So Back and Body is amazing. But when I first tried Back and Body, I tried it from Bayer, but I don't want anything from Bayer anymore. I did enough research. Bayer, mm-mm. I don't. If anything in here comes from Bayer, let me turn my little T around. I don't want anything from the Bayer company anymore. So, nope, we don't do that. Anyway, I'm gonna set you free now, and I'm gonna say thank you so much. I really can't see in the camera, but I do believe this video is at least 40 minutes, and I'm going to get me a slice of bread or something. I really want some meat, and you know what I want? Some freaking eggs. Who's paying $15 a dozen eggs? Not me, but I really, really want some eggs. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.